Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going out there today? How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. Let me see if y'all can hear me. Let me see if y'all can hear me and if I can hear me. When you get in here, say hello to me. Oh, that's telling me to do this. Okay, cool. When you guys get in here, say hello to me. Share the show so I know where you're tuning in from. What's new with you guys? Hey, TikTok. Now, I always said that I'm not going to be before y'all long, and then I end up being before y'all long, but today I'm not going to be before y'all long, okay? I don't know what's going on. Oh, hold on. TikTok acting crazy. All right, I think that's right. I don't know what is going on, but it seems as if I am coming down with a cold or something. But I am not trying to claim that. I don't know. But all of a sudden, like I have a tickle in the back of my throat. I don't know how to get rid of my tickle in the back of my throat. And then I had my allergy medicine and then my allergies. I'm like, why is my nose acting like it don't want to be my nose? Hey, well, hey YouTube. Shout outs to YouTube in the building. Hey CJ. How's it going? Pardon me if my y'all know my voice is already raspy. But pardon me if it's extra raspy today. Cause I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm trying to come down with a cold or something. And I'm not trying to claim that because I got things to do. Oh my God, you coming down with the heebie jeebies. Yeah. And I was recently just around, look at me, because my sister was like, well, that's because you don't, what she say? Well, I can't say you've been being outside. I think it was the group of people I was around yesterday that has caused this little issue, but I'm not even trying to claim it. I did take me some emergency, but I don't know. Do any of y'all got a remedy on how I can get the from out the back of my throat? Hey TikTok, no, I can't go live with y'all right now on TikTok. Maybe I can join y'all later. People requesting to go live, yeah. I'm cool. Ty is crab running with these kids per usual. Yes, I'm running with my kids too. That sound like a lie, don't it? Well, at least you're being a dad, okay? That's more than what I can say for most of these people out here, Jeff. But yeah, I was like super duper tired eating raw garlic cloves help a lot. So I gotta go get me some raw garlic. Look, I ain't even come here. Look, I done threw my hair up in a ponytail. I don't have my eyes in the first, okay? I'm supposed to have my glasses on, but I ain't feel like for whatever reason they started irritating my ears. I mean today was a great day though. I'm glad that you had a great day. Um but yes, I'm not gonna be before y'all too long today because I don't know what's going on with me, but I don't have no raw garlic in the house. Maybe I am gonna make me some tea. So I did have some emergency. I wanted to make some tea while I was doing the show, but I apologize for the delay, y'all. I was in here slagging and dragging. I woke up like this, literally. I woke up like this. And I'm like, I think it's because of what I was doing yesterday. But needless to say, just give you guys a quick little update. Share the show for me, hit that like button, and what we got going on. I ain't even just lay down my edges. I'm just everything is just it is what it is today, okay. But guess what? I showed it up. I showed it up. I want to close my office door too. Mm, I don't feel like getting up. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all just witnessing me go through it. I said I can only be me. I got to come and give you the raw effect. Hold on. Okay. That was killing me. But y'all can see stomach still on flat flat. And that what Drake and them said. Tea is good and studying staying hydrated, of course, for starters. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. I can read what you meant unless it's really something that's crazy and jacked up. Then I really wouldn't know. But yes, follow me on all platforms. So what's new? What is new? Um I don't know. A lot of things are new. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm excited. Oh shoot, look at that. I've been so freaking all over the place that tomorrow how do I forget? Tomorrow is the anniversary. Y'all, tomorrow is the anniversary. Oh my God, like how did that slip my mind? See, let me tell you, I usually be so pumped up because I usually be planning something as far as like to have everybody, all of y'all be able to come and do things. But over the last couple years, I was like, you know what? I gotta celebrate it. I'm gonna celebrate it with me and like some close friends or whoever wants to do it. Be there with me because baby, mama was kicking out some dough. Okay. But yes, y'all, tomorrow makes the close of year 7 and we're entering year 8. Did y'all know that? Oh my God, now I got to celebrate. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to celebrate now. Um, I didn't know that. I don't even like it that I've been all over the place. And it's not even that I've been all over the place with my stuff. Here recently, I think I told y'all this like last week. People been dumping their stuff on me, and I've been shaking it off. That's why I don't even know why I'm coming down with something because I was checking it with myself, and I said, well, because everything has a root. I said, well, were you upset lately? Did anybody make you mad? Were you sad? I'm like, no, no. Um, so I'm trying to figure out where this sudden change is coming from with trying to get me sick. It's almost like something is in my chest and I can't get rid of it. So that's what I've been doing. But, as like, my mentor used to tell me, don't be, people will be like a wet dog. You let them in and then they'll shake all that stuff off on you all over your house and leave you to clean up the mess. So I think that that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, hi, Terry. How are you? Yeah, how are you? I'm looking forward to seeing you this weekend. That was fast. I didn't realize it. Yes, I didn't even realize it either. And I'm always up to date on everything. Um, and yeah, so tomorrow we celebrate, year 7 is coming to is closing and year 8 will begin. Oh my goodness. And it's so many different things that I have coming um for this new year that I'm extremely glad. Oh, thank you for liking the live TikTok. I'm extremely excited that I didn't get to release all the things that I wanted to release this year. So I've just been trusting how everything has been shaping and aligning up that things are going the way they're supposed to go, how they're supposed to go. Um you guys, the engagement and stuff on like Instagram and all that, my following that has been going and improving, and I'm just super excited. I'm just in the era of doing things new, trying things I never did, and just doing what really makes me happy. I really want to finish this book. I can't wait to finish writing this book. The book is finished, but it's being edited, and I am working on a book cover. So, I like to come and tell you guys that, keep you guys in the loop to what's going on. And I'm just super excited about that. Um, I'm learning to continue to be more specific with the things that I say that I want because I don't know. Have you guys ever experienced it where it seems like everything, or mainly like majority of everything that you've been saying or praying for has been happening, right? So I'm learning to be more specific than what I am. Because through this transition that I've been going through, everything has been going the way it's supposed to. I was literally, finding myself over the last couple of days talking to my friends, and I was just like going off. I was like in a mood. But I know I was in a mood because somebody irritated me. Because it just seems like that these days a few people try to irritate me. So maybe I'm about to get, oh, look at this. See, the more and more I talk to you guys, the more it comes out, right? So now I think we're about to discover what started to cause this little itch in my throat. If you guys have any remedies, please let me know. I took some emergency. Um, CJ said eat some garlic. I don't have any cloves or garlic, but hey Andre, how are you? You know, but I've learned over these last couple of weeks that, audacity is at like an all-time high. Like some people just have the nerve. You ever feel like that? Even when I'm talking to my friends, like they even with like the different things that's going on with people, that they've been encountering, it's like, oh my goodness, people have a lot of nerve. And the one thing that I'm learning is that people will expect you to be a certain way with them, and they aren't that way with you. Do you guys like that? Have you ever experienced that? You one way with me, and when it's your turn, or if something transpires, you feel a way. But at the same time, it's the same thing that they've done to you or anything like that. Or sometimes people who, we all have those people who only call you when they want something. It's like you don't ever call me to say, hey, hi, how are you doing, and things like that, and I've been hearing a lot of that lately from like my friends and stuff, and just different people. She said, Terry said, yup, it can be so annoying. And I understand. Oh, hey, Benita. I drink hot tea when my throat itches. Yeah, it's like, and it's just one of those things where it's like when you're out here and you're trying to be the best you that you can be, because we're still human, right? We have to, you have to hold yourself accountable, hold space for you. But, it's so cliche when they say, oh, well, nobody ever checks on your strong friend or whatever they like to deem you, and it's like that is true. So it's like you have to always protect you, check on you. And I'm trying to see if that's fair. Do you guys think that's fair? Like, because we shouldn't rely on people to make us happy, because you already have to be happy with yourself, right? We shouldn't have to rely on people, expectations lead to disappointment. But it's like, are we wrong for being like, hey, are you going to ask me how I'm doing first? Or is it just a gimme, 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 give me? You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm the only person that's ever like experienced that or something. But it's just something like that where it's like it gets so annoying sometimes, and it can be so frustrating. And then when you have to, hold the truth, and like I say, be the energy that you want to attract, and not, go down the rabbit hole sometimes, it can be a little challenging, because it's like, hey, I'm not whole today. So if I'm not whole today, I can't be whole for you. Or even if there are times where you ever had times where you're like, I have to get me together first. I have to get me together before I can get you together, before I can get you together, before I can get you together. And it's like it just never stops. So that's what's been like going on these last couple weeks. Not even last couple, I'm lying. Last couple of days. Yeah, like the last couple of days, like people have been calling me, telling me just like what's going on with them, which is not a bad thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we all are having this same or similar experience, right? So I'm like, I have to get off of this frequency. You ever feel like that? Like I have to get off of this frequency. So it's just one of those things. because everything else, like I said, everything else has been going really good, and I don't want to ever come off like I'm being ungrateful because I have definitely been praying. And when I tell you that my prayers have been being answered, I definitely don't want to be that person that I used to always kind of be like, man, yeah, you answering this prayer, but you ain't answering this one, and you ain't answering that one. So it's just like, okay, it just make me say, become more specific. She say yes. Okay, Toya, girlfriend. Okay, friend. Everybody think you got the answer. You know what I'm saying? Why I always gotta have an answer? Who gonna call me and ask me do I got groceries? Who gonna call me and say, hey, I found an extra 100, 200, $400 million today. You want 250? You know who? Oh, friend, don't even get me started. But it's like, so um stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I have to be more specific because I've definitely been getting everything that I wanted, right? And so something happened over the weekend, which was important and which I keep referring back to even when I was being in my little, bratty stage, bratty stage. So this is why I said I gotta check and see what's going on, right? Because the detours, we never like the detours. True story. And I said, oh, this is gonna be great because I'm not gonna be before y'all long. But if anybody else out there is feeling like this, let me know. Y'all here? Some hearts, thumbs up. Say something so I know you here. Here, here. Let me see. All right. So here we are. I went to this event next last weekend. Um. Oh wait a minute, CJ. Not CJ. Andre. I'm clicking stuff. You got like a little plusy plus thing beside your name. I was trying to figure out what that was for. No, you had like a crown. Oh, it say you number two. What that mean? I'm sorry, y'all. Look at me. I'm learning as I go. Oh, okay. Okay, Andre. Well, whatever it mean, you got a number two. And CJ got a number one with the crown on YouTube. I'm gonna have to research that and see what that means. But shout outs to y'all for being the number one with the crown and the number two on YouTube with the crown, okay? Shout outs to y'all. So we went to this event, right? And this is how things work. And so we went to I went to y'all guys, y'all so I went to Asian in a Bite, which was really nice. I ended up going to Asian in a Bite twice, right? So the first day, I had already planned and had it in my mind. I knew I was going there when I first saw it. I was like, hey, I was gonna go by myself, but I invited some people along. Okay, cool, right? So, um, okay, cool, right? So after that, I get there, it's crowded. It's crowded. People are like, "Hey, it's nowhere to park. It's nowhere to park. We have to, my sisters and them, they parked in the garage or whatever the case may be." And so I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, we're not gonna have to. I'm not parking in the garage. We're not gonna have to park in the garage. I'm gonna find a parking spot." Like this is the thing that I do, like real time. This is what I do, and I want you guys to try it too and see if it works for you. the m- I always say what's going to happen, or I don't accept things all the time. You know how when people project different things on you or stuff like that, is like, that ain't me. I don't know. It's just something that tricks at me, right? So I was like, I'm not paying for parking in the garage. I was like, I'm not doing that. We'll end up getting stuck in the garage. And I know I don't like walking. Okay, I should because I'm losing this weight, but I don't like parking and walking, all of that. You know how some people, I'm not that person even, that park my car 55 million feet around the corner and walk because I don't want to buy. That ain't me. That ain't never even been me. Not even when I was in my daggone Infinity. Listen, it's a car, okay? My car is for convenience, It kind of reminds me of the I don't like to drive my car out of town because I don't want to put miles on it, but you got to put miles on your car anyway. So it's like, what did you buy the car for? Me, I buy my cars to drive them. Okay. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, no, we're going to find a parking spot. I am not parking um in a garage. We looped this block, y'all. We looped up and down there at least maybe 5 times or more than five. I'm not sure. So we're looping around, and I'm telling my friend, I was like, they like, he like, yeah, we gonna try the street first. We ain't about to just run up in no garage. I'm like, yeah, we gonna get these parking spots. So we're looking, we missed out on a few of them. It's like, okay, just keep on going, right? So the next thing I know, the GPS ends up taking us away from the event. No, we made a turn and the turn ended up taking us away from the event. So I'm like, okay, we got to turn here, make this turn here. And they were like, well, I'm looking at the GPS, I'm trying to see it because I know you got to look at it to drive and everything. And I'm just sitting over there. I'm like, okay, because I mean, I just knew I was like, we're going to get a parking spot. So we go up. We had to, we started going towards, what is that? I don't want to say Francis Scott Key. Was that Francis Scott Key? Well, anyway, we start going towards. We were by the port. If you know about the port here, we were by the port. That's where the event was at on Cromwell Road, right? And we go up. The GPS is taking us. I was like, bust this U-turn because the GPS is just taking you up the street to take you a long way to make a U-turn. So, yeah, well, I don't know. Ain't no way to make a turn. I'm like, bust the U-turn. So, bust the U-turn in the street. We hitting back. Now, everybody else, my sisters and them, they didn't park. They already out the car. They already there. Mind y'all, we had got taken maybe like 5 minutes out of the way. I told you it was already crowded. We looped the block like five times or more. Lost every parking spot that we was supposed to have gotten, right? Ended up going up, down, round, busting U-turns, come back around, right? And do y'all know that as soon as we came back around, and I was like, okay, let's just go. We're gonna go through this light. We went through the light. We were at the event, went through, came to the light. Do y'all not know it was a parking spot right to the right? Listen, did you hear me? Did y'all not know that it was a parking spot right there to the right as soon as we came? So I was looking at it and I was like, I started preaching. I'm shocked I don't be getting on his nerves because every time I have a moment, I start like thanking God right in the moment. I was like, see, I was like, oh, God is good. I'm like, God is good. I'm like, yo, we got this parking spot right across the street from the event. Ain't have a far walk. Ain't have nothing. Now my sister was on the phone. Oh, y'all gonna have to park in the garage. Y'all don't know how you gonna find no parking spot. But y'all don't know how you gonna do this. You did this. We had to pay $12. We got da, 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 da. But the whole time I was like, I'm not gonna have to do that. Like, I'm not gonna have to do that. And again, you guys, there's nothing wrong with people and you having to do that. This is about you and what you do as an individual because you can control the world around you. And people don't, some people, if you're not into it, like don't believe that that's possible. I am telling you, when I come on here and I tell y'all stuff, these are true stories. Like, I started my show to tell stories, like my personal experiences and some of y'all's. But be the energy you want to attract. We expose it all, tell nothing. Yes, he does do it. And I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God. I said to him, I said, oh my God, look at that. I was like, we found this. Now, they might kill me. They was complaining. They might not want to say it was a complaint. Sometimes accountability is hard to do. But my friend was complaining. Like, not really a complaining, like a nagging complaining, but like a, oh my God, we about to go up here. This GPS is stupid. This and that. I wasn't saying a thing. And all of it came together for a reason, right? Because I was sitting there and I said to them, I'm like, yo, what does this mean? I say, if you ask God for something, if you say you want something and how you want it to be, He didn't say that it was going to be easy getting you to your destination, right? He never said that anything that we are asking for was going to be easy. He never said it wasn't going to be no loops and turns. He never said it wasn't going to be no hurdle. Now, when I'm saying all this, I'm saying all this in the car, right? Before we get out the car, because I was like, at the while it started taking over, I'm like, wait a minute, we got to get out. But I'm like, y'all, I said, oh my goodness. And I said to him, I was like, yo, we went up here. The GPS took us here, took us on the back on the highway. We had to get off the highway. We had to bust U-turns in the middle of the street. I mean, cars wasn't even trying to let us get back over when we was trying to turn on. What was that? McComas Road. I think that's McComas Road over there. Was it? I mean, nothing was cooperating with us, right? The traffic, the GPS, nothing was cooperating with us. You claimed it and you got the reward. That part. Nothing was cooperating with us, y'all. Oh, why y'all ain't tell me I hit my banner up? Um, and I was like, listen, I was like, yo, we went here, there, and everywhere, but we still got the parking spot. We were even willing, because I told you we saw some parking spots earlier. We were even willing to park further away from the event. And then I was like, oh, that seemed like a long little walk. We both were willing to park far away and walk up to the event. But I knew in my heart, I'm not about to walk up here 49 blocks. I knew I wasn't going to do that. Right. So I said to him, I was like, no matter what, we took so many loops and turns. We got detoured. We got thrown off. Some of us got a little frustrated. Some of us didn't. But we still got to where we needed to go. And soon as we came through the light by the event, we literally had to walk to one corner and was there. Got the parking spot. Matter of fact, we ended up getting a parking spot. I think it was like $8 or something, or the meter or something for like 3 hours or 2 hours or something. While everybody else in the garage paid like 12 just for 4 hours. So he cut the cost there. So my point is, it wasn't easy getting to the parking spot. I said I wanted to get a close parking spot. We both said we wasn't paying $12 to park nowhere. We both agreed that we were not going in the garage. And we both were like, we're going to take our chances on the street. And here it is. And I'm sitting here and I'm remembering it. At the end, you know how you be very call it quits. I said, yeah, it looked like we're going to probably have to go up in that garage because it just didn't seem like it was working. I swear to you not. It was like, come on, we had kept circling, kept circling. I was like, yeah, I was like, we might have to go ahead and go up in that garage. Right after that, the GPS took us somewhere else. Kid you not. Took us somewhere else, brought us right back to a parking spot up front that was way cheaper. So I'm saying all that to say that I don't know who you are, maybe here, near, or far, that no matter what, it might not look how you want it to be. But if you trust the process, if you trust Him and you claim what you want and you have no resistance to what you want, sometimes you got to go with the turns. Sometimes we got to go with the incline. Sometimes you can't always go against the current. Sometimes you just got to flow with it. You can't complain about it. You can't look down on it. You got to flow with it. And it may not feel fun. It may not be easy. But if you know what you want and keep your eyes focused on the destination of where you're trying to be, You will get there. It'll happen. God is going to navigate it and make sure you get there. See, we thought that the way to get to the parking spot is y'all with me? I mean, send me some hearts and thumbs up. Let me know if you with me, okay? You with me? Send $1 to the Cash App, okay? If you can understand and relate to this, okay? Because listen, I'm saying something, I'm saying something, I'm saying something. If we thought that by us circling the block, staying in that same radius and just going up a couple streets and then doing all of that, like that was going to get us to our solution quicker of possibly finding a parking spot. Finding a parking spot. That was not it. See, we were doing it our way, right? For real. We were in the car doing it our way. How, with the, doing and cutting up the streets that we think we should cut up to get to the parking spot. And God said, mm-mm. Matter of fact, you like using the GPS, talking to the driver. So let me use this GPS. And had this GPS taken us so many places, only to bring us right back from the beginning of the event to a parking spot, clear as day, right out front. Come on. Okay? Come on. You understand? You understand. So, my point with all of that is I sometimes have to check myself on that. Yes. Because it don't look good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't go sometimes how we want it to go. And we gotta trust the process. So while the driver thought they knew what they was doing with the GPS, I mean, without we was doing with our own way of driving up and down these streets, and the GPU, you know, and you like to follow the GPS, so the GPS took us out the whole other direction. But even though it took us out another direction, even though it didn't, and it wasn't a smooth or fun in the process of that, right? Guess what? God already knew that He was clearing the way. Come on, He was clearing the way while we up here cutting through streets. You done already said you wasn't. He like you done already said you wasn't walking far. You already said that you wanted a close parking spot, and I was like, God got me. I ain't about to be walking far. And then here it goes. All of this happened and came right to a parking spot. Took an extra 5 minutes to get there, but we got there. So you just never know how things may look or how it may go. And it doesn't, like I said again, it doesn't always feel good. It's not always great, but everything is always working because when you trust him who has the plan, he know what he doing. We are impatient. We get irritated. We aren't all selfless. Everybody's not genuine. We like to complain. And God doesn't do any of that. He is who he says he is. We just don't get to know him. We just aren't utilizing it, the communication. And I would say I've been communicating with him more and more and more and more and more. I will honestly, I've always communicated with God, but like I told y'all, here, oh, like this last year or so, when Lent came, I was like, no, I need to do this. So since it's happened on my on my Lent list, because Lent is not always about taking things away. I wanted to implement daily prayer and reading the Bible and, just being in communication with God more. I have been consistently doing that since the beginning of Lent up until now. And it has not been always an easy, smooth ride, but it ain't been jacked up either. This whole transition of not working and all of that, I asked God to out this whole process, let this be a smooth transition for me. That has been something I have been praying for forever. Like when them people told me that June, the end of June was gonna be my last day, when they told me that the beginning of June, okay, I was already praying to God, but now I had, like I said, be specific. I had to implement some more stuff in the prayer. And I just kept saying, God, please allow this. Let this be a smooth transition for me. Let me be able to pay my bills on time. Let me be able to do everything that I need to do. And to God be the glory. Since my last day at work, and everything is like documented, right? People, like I said, people contributed to the GoFundMe, all of that on the GoFundMe, outside of the GoFundMe. And y'all can look at it. I think it's still there. Because I don't even know how to keep pushing that, because I be feeling like, listen, I ain't begging, but I got to get over that. That's ego. But even the people that did contribute to that, right? When I tell you that since I've gotten laid off some weeks ago, the 27th of June, I have not had a check come in my house. God be the glory. Okay? I mean, to God. And this is why I was saying earlier, like I was a little graunchy, um, because I was like, man, I prayed for this smooth transition. I didn't know how it was going to look. And I was like, "Ooh, I gotta go back in there and finesse it a little bit." You know what I mean? But I'm just trusting that everything is working out. My platform, like Instagram. Instagram for years was my thing where I was like, I want my Instagram to grow. I not like neglected Instagram for a long time. And the last couple of months, I think when I went on that food tour, I think it was in May and April when I went on the food tour up New Jersey and New York, my Instagram has been booming. My following has gone up. I'm at like 51 something. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh shoot, things have just been moving. And I didn't know that while I was on a food tour that 2 months later I was gonna be getting laid off from work. Since then, I have so much stuff in my phone. I've been getting it together. I've still been doing all of my like reviews. I've still been going out having a good time. Like y'all see it if y'all follow me on my platforms when I put my stuff in my stories. And I was like, yo, thank you, God, because I asked for this to be a smooth transition. And I asked for God to not allow me not to have um, some funds coming in so that I'll be able to, sustain my life and continue to do it, y'all. And it's been happening. Like he has been showing up. And I'm not trying to say that he is a genie in a bottle. I'm not trying to say he's Santa Claus. I ain't trying to say he a full leaf clover. I'm just simply saying that he's somebody powerful and special. And when you open up and you let him in and you get connected with him, and y'all know I'm not the best Bible quoter, right? But I've even started to look at that scriptures and stuff to say, how can I apply it to me? You know, he says he is the vine and we are the branches, and you can't do nothing if you're not connected to me. And I learned that. I'm living that. I saw that. I've experienced that. And then like my life coach used to always tell me, and then I started reading and learning that you can create the life you want. You can do things. Like I told you, I had to learn. I changed my mindset. I am already famous. I am already luxury. We talked about that last week, how luxury is a mindset. I was like, I am already living the life of the rich and famous. I'm already wealthy. I told y'all, me and my friend, we went out for his birthday. Like, they like cater to us. When I go and I do these reviews, it is like it has been nothing but a beautiful experience. a beautiful experience everywhere. And not just for me, but even for my guests. So you guys, my point is don't quit, don't give up, stay inspired, get connected. Because I literally all I have right now is just prayer and my faith. That's all I got. That's all I got. It's prayer and faith. And I told y'all when they let me go, and I was like, God, I surrender control. And that's the thing. I stopped trying to control everything. Some of y'all got control issues. Stop trying to control everything. I had to let go. And what they say, and let God. And these are cliche sayings a lot of the times, so we think, but they are so true. And I didn't know until I started doing it. Hey, Thomas. Yes, consistency is key. Like, I talk to God every day, every day. I had to start to change my schedule to make time for Him. I don't know who you might believe in, but I'm telling you what works for me over here, okay? And once, like I said, I did that with Lent and said, this is what I wanted to do and how I wanted to move. Boom, consistency is key. And He's been doing it, He's been moving. I mean, I told you about the one day that the devil tried to trick me up, and I let him trick me up a little bit. And I said, "What did you not do that day?" I said, "Girl, you forgot to talk to God and pray when you woke up that day." I was like, didn't do it, didn't forget. Ever since that was a Monday, that was like 3 Mondays ago. Didn't forget, did not forget, and he been doing his thing ever since. From what I just told you all about the parking spot, and that's only one thing amongst so many things that have gone on. You know, like I didn't even like I said tomorrow, y'all. That closes out year 7 for me and starts year 8. I didn't even recognize it. Like he just like took my whole mind off of worrying about all of these goals I used to set. I still set goals for things now. Don't do that. But just like I used to care about the views a lot. Oh, I used to be live like, yo, I've been doing this for so many years and where's everybody at? And then it's like you get mad, right? You feel away because you like, you my homegirl or you my cousin or you my mom, you're my sister. You know I'm doing this. You know engagement matters. You know sharing matters. You know what I'm trying to do. Why aren't you here? You know what I mean? If you do what he has done for me this last year, okay, we're going to have a thing where I call in. Maybe next week we might do that, where you guys get to tune in and let me know, and we get to talk about what he do and what he's done. And I had to get rid of all of that noise or follow this algorithm and do this and hey, the little ads. Hey, want to stop being stuck in the 200 views? Want to stop being like I had to ignore all of that because all of those things, like you got to know you, all of those things will be things that the enemy use to distract you, to make you feel away, right? So I had to say no. Guess what? I've had my most views when I ain't even paying attention to the algorithm. I ain't lying. I that one video that I dropped when I went to New Jersey that took me viral on Instagram. I dropped that. Don't even know what day of the week I dropped it on. I would have to go back and look because it would tell me. And it was like at a random time. I had woke up and that thing, I had just posted it and went to bed. And I had woke up and at this time I was still going to work. And when I woke up in the morning, I want to say I posted it, y'all. I kid you not. It was in the evening when I had got off work. So around like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I had woke up and I said, what is going on? I had 36 new followers and like 10 comments. And my video was at like 50,000 views. And I was like, hold on. I swear, I was like, Hold on. Because I was about to, and I was like, huh? Refreshing it, refreshing it. It kept going up, up. I think it's over like 184,000 views or something now. And ever since then, I've been doing it. So I had to stop listening to what everybody who's not even doing what I was doing saying. Everybody on this internet is trying to sell you something and get you to believe you can get rich overnight. And then I just remember all the time where it's like I you got to know what works for you. And I know for me, even if it's a relationship or whatever it is, if it comes fast, it's going to leave my experience even faster. And I am like, I had to really remember that God is the one who gave me the vision. God is the one who told me to do this. Every time, y'all don't understand how many times I've tried to quit doing my show. I've tried to quit doing my show. I keep coming back in here. Like, I keep coming back in here, or somebody will come and talk to me, and I'll give them some advice or something. I mean, this is how it had been going for me. Because like I told you, year 5 came and I was like, I don't want to do this. My cousin passed away. I was like, yeah, I couldn't even figure out who I was, what I wanted to say, like grieving, right? Still grieving, but I'm in a much better space. And I was like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I want to do. And I started praying every now and again. I would play peekaboo. And I was like, God, if this is what you want me to do, show me that this is what you want me to do. Kid you not, sitting in the bathroom toilet. Every sign came that I needed to do it. I ended up going live and I ended up getting like 10 donations. This is months ago through my Cash App. I was like, and had gotten like 252 gifts off of TikTok. I was like, because he knows how to get your attention. You just got to listen because we all have different ways of how we understand and we can hear him. And he's going to show up the way you can hear him. And he know me, I'm about my coin. Okay? He knows that I like the engagement. He knows that I like the gift giving, on TikTok. He knows that I like that. And he showed up through complete strangers. And I was like, oh, right after that, I went back into my rut. I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this. This ain't going nowhere. The world want to freaking be in bondage. Da, 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 da. This, that, and the third. God, show me if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Show me. I no longer and it was just moving. And every time he was showing me, he was showing me, he was showing me, he was showing me. So I'm appreciative to everybody that signed up for my Patreon. I'm appreciative to everybody that brought the my juicing book. I'm appreciative to anybody that did the GoFundMe, anything, any advice, even if you shared the show, because it's not all monetary. Support is not for you guys who consistently show up here. And I was like, it's not fair to neglect the few that show up and not treat them like they're not 5 million people. You know what I mean? Because these are the things that the devil will use to trick you and get you out your bag. And he knew that that mattered to me. It don't really matter to me now because I said I'm stopped trying to control everything. My viewership, everything has gone up. Everything just keeps going up. Everything just keeps going up. So I am just like, you know, get consistent, release control, and the more I started communicating with God before anybody in my day, I wake up, pray, because I know I can be forgetful. If I'm not on my knees praying, I'm in the shower, do my affirmations, pump me up. That's what I do. I pump me up. Say, girl, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. You're going to be a millionaire in 30 days. Girl, I'm a millionaire. Can you believe you are a millionaire? Oh my God. Can you believe that you took a trip on a yacht today? Girl, can you believe you flew all the way to Italy just to get some goat milk? Like this is how I talk to myself. Like people would think I'm crazy. My friends don't. They used to it, but they used to laugh like, huh? Like all of that. And I do that and I pump myself up and I say, I am worthy. Great things are going to happen to me today. God, show me you love me. Show me my worth. Show me all of this stuff. Guide my footsteps. What am I supposed to say? Tell me what to say. Who am I supposed to talk to? How can I be of service to you today? Because at the end of the day, we're all just vessels. And he gave me a bunch of gifts. And this is why I do my best to utilize all of them. Because I feel like, God gives so many of us so many gifts and so many skills. And then we just sit there, procrastinate, and don't do nothing. And it's like, what a waste of talent. You know what I mean? So I started doing that and started understanding some things. And I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all, everything works if you work it. Faith is a muscle. You got to utilize it. Prayer is a muscle. You got to utilize it. And so that's what I've done. That's what I've been doing. And I've been seeing the changes. They've been happening. So now I got to get a little more specific because, of course, when you start doing that, I mean, like I told you, I done had some things happen and come out of the woodwork because somebody's always busy. Come on now. If the devil ain't busy, he ain't wouldn't have no job. The key is to make sure that you are fully armored and you are fully prepared and you are already grounded so that when he does come trying to knock, 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 he won't get in. You know? So everything's not a smooth, easy peasy operation, but you got to trust the process. And that was something very hard for me to do that I just realized again, I'm saying it again, that tomorrow starts year 8 for me. I didn't even know that because this is how much I've taken my focus off of the numbers and where I am and what's going on and how it's going. I say it all the time because I already know God about to blow my mind. He's already blew it, but he gonna put what Kevin Hart say. He's gonna peel my muffin cap back blue. I know he is. And I'm like, I was telling them, I was like, I always be like, oh, I just want to make this a month. If I make this a month, I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be good. And I was like, I heard God say, that's it. You think so small, so little of me? I said, he gonna blow my mind. So you are where you are because you are right where you're supposed to be. Whether it's you dealing with drama, you got kids, whether you back in the same situations, whether you are upset today, whether you ain't eat, whether you got gas, whatever you are where you are because you are supposed to be right where you are. And whatever it may be, he's trying to get your attention to say, hey, can we start again? You ready to try? You ready to listen? Are you tired of doing it your way? Because I ain't going to lie, child, doing it my way, boy, I was in a circle doing a million things. Don't laugh at me, CJ. For real. And I'm like, we always talk about, oh, we can't do this, or oh, I don't make enough to do this, or I can't do this. And it's like, well, I keep hearing what you can't do. Tell me what you can do. And you got to start flowing with solutions. And this is why, like, certain people, I ain't gonna put them on blast, that call my phone, that text me, get so irritated because it's like, when you calling me with a problem, I'm going to always redirect you to the path of least resistance where you can flow with the solution. Because sometimes when you sit still and you get quiet for a little while, then you'll be able to hear him. Then you'll be able to hear a solution. You know? Like tonight, I told you I'm getting sick. I don't know what's going on. I ain't gonna keep claiming that. I'm feeling better. That's what I'm about to be. I'm feeling better. And I was like, I was on the phone with my best friend. I was like, girl, I was like, I don't feel like doing my show tonight. I was like, I am tired. I don't know what's going on with me. Like I told you, I took some emergency. I was like, what is going on? I was looking, my face was all greasy and all. I was like, my God, girl, what do you got going on? I said, I'm going to be on here. I ain't going to be on here long. I said, I don't feel like it. I'm not going to be on here too long. I'm just going to come on here for 20 minutes. I don't already been on here for 54 minutes. You get what I'm saying? So all you got to do is show up. Show up in your life. Show up for you. I was telling my best friend, this is my time right now. I don't know how long, but right now I am in the I only care about me phase. phase. I'm sorry. I have to put I gotta put me first, Lucius. Okay? I gotta put me first, Lucius. I am in that stage. Okay? Because guess what? Some of the people that's needing me, some of the people that's relying on me, I don't feel bad. I ain't got no ego. I don't got no pride thing. I've been telling them, I can't help you. I can't help you. And sometimes it used to suck, but I've worked on my codependentness, where it's like, dang, I'm always trying to find somebody a solution for their problem, no matter what it may be, right? And this go around with different things. I'm like, oh, I can't help you. Because there comes a time when God will allow life to put you in a situation or a circumstance where you don't have the answer, where you can't find the help, because He wants you to rely on Him, period. And I've been relying on Him. I've been relying on Him. I talk to Him every day when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm grieving, when I'm excited. I don't just talk to him when I want something. And I listen to people too. Like even when I watched Cat Williams and he was doing an interview and they was like, "Well, how do you go get through all the stuff that goes on in your life?" And he said, I talk to God every day. He said, I have conversations with God every day throughout my day, no matter what's going on, I'm talking to God. Like people be thinking that people be crazy, but it matters. Like it works. And I know for me, what do you need to work on when it comes to God? I know for me, I had to work on trusting him. I ain't trust him as far as I could see him. I trusted him with certain things, but I didn't trust him until I was placed in a situation where I said, I ain't got no, I'm not going in, coach. I'm not going in, coach. I listen, like, listen. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing for you. Like, and I surrendered. I gave in and been asking him to guide me, and he's been guiding me. And so if you feel like that your prayers aren't being answered, look at the little prayers that you prayed that he's answered. Sometimes we get drowned out based upon the big things that we want. But the truth is, if he gave us a lot of the things that we actually want at the times that we wanted them, we wouldn't even know what to do with it. So enjoy life, enjoy the process. Stop sitting around complaining all day. Did you give yourself 100% today? Did you give 100% today? I have to do something that I do not want to do. I'll share it with y'all another time. But I've been doing something I do not want to do the last couple days. And you know what? I had to write a note to myself, big as day on the screen, that said, always do your best. Sometimes you gotta give yourself a note. Put notes on your phone with the alerts where they can pop up. Say, always do your best. I was floored today. And I was like, about to say, uh-uh. And he said, always do your best. And I said, myself said, self said, are you doing your best right now? And as myself said, no, I can't even play. Nope. Said, oh, okay. So I read it again. Always do your best. And I sat up straight and started doing what I needed to do and felt better. You know what I mean? Because everything is psychological. Everything is in here. If you can control this, you can control your emotions, my God, you will be unhinged. I'm good today. I gotta stop making the can louder than the can. Okay? Gotta stop doing that. Because the enemy wants you to make the can louder than the can anyway. You know? And it's just like, Who is it though? You're not competing with nobody. It's really you against you all the time. It's really you against you. That's why I say I don't see no competition. It's me versus me. Like we say that, we hear it, it's in some songs, but it's like, but do you really believe what you say? It is. So I gotta be better than me, a better me tomorrow than I was today. I gotta be a better me than I was last year. Because growth is important. If you ain't growing, you changing. I mean, if you ain't growing, you dying. Stop staying stuck and in situations and connected to people that is draining you and making them the freaking holder of all your crazy decisions you're choosing to make. You know what I mean? Find the solutions. If people are offering to help you, drop your ego and let them help you. Other than that, you don't want no help. You just want to keep complaining. It ain't that bad. Come on now. It's almost like the kid that said, I'm hungry. You better go eat them noodles, cut you up some tuna. I don't want that. Well, you ain't that hungry. You ain't that bad. You ain't going through that bad. You ain't that unhappy. You ain't that's happy. You know what I mean? Like, really look at it. Like, your life, your actions is all a reflection of you, and everything will tell you what's going on with you and where you are. And because of how things have been going, it feels good, you guys. It feels good to be in alignment. Or it feels good to be lined up with what you want to do. So don't let nobody come raining on your parade. You know, you got to do it. If you want a relationship right now and now want a relationship, oh, you gotta go. Get stop letting them hold up the line and go get you somebody that want a commitment. Go get you somebody that ain't scared of a title. You sick of your job, then you need to quit. Quit. What you think you won't get another job? Quit. Quit. Go get something else. You don't got a lot of customers, you don't got a lot of clients. Okay, well, what you need to do? Do you go out and open your mouth? Do you go live with your stuff for your business? Do you got a table at the flea market? Okay. Do you keep stuff in the trunk of your car to where so when you out, you pop in your trunk open? Say, hey, this is what I have. Like, come on, get up. It ain't easy. And that's what I had to learn. It's not easy. I'm like, goodness God, I could have picked something else, but I had to know myself. Me and my cousin used to laugh all the time. I used to say, dang, maybe I should have chose to wanna, sell a soda or something. And she had to remind me, she said, you've never picked anything easy. If you would have picked something easy or asked God for something easy, that wouldn't even be you. I said, yeah, but a whole talk show? Like, really, a whole talk show? How in the hell I'm gonna do that? What the hell? What in the world? Why you let me pick this Jesus? And so every time I would get to going and I would get to trucking and I would be feeling the way, she would always say, God said you asked me for a lot. How bad you want it? Because when you do want something and you really want it, you will stop at nothing to get it. I don't care if that's a relationship. I don't care if it's the job. I don't care if it's the car. I don't care if it's the peace of mind. Let go and figure it out. Okay? Whatever it may be. We got to do better jobs at believing in ourselves. We got to do better jobs at talking to ourselves and picking ourselves up. We have to do better jobs at pouring into us more than we pour into others. Because how you pouring into everybody else and you ain't even got nothing in you and you ain't even fooled up with nothing. Yep, press through. You got to. Whatever it may be. and he will send you who he needs to send, and everybody that's supposed to be in your life will be there. I remember I used to be feel away when I would like stop being friends with people or certain things wouldn't go a certain way and all of that. And now I'll be like, good riddance. Like, no, for real. I'll be like, okay. Because anything that is for me is not going to leave me because God said so. So anybody that's supposed to be in life will be there. Anybody you're supposed to be with will be there. Any job you're supposed to have will be there. Any material things that you want, car, computer, cell phone, if it's for you, it's there. You want to buy the house, you want to get the new car, you want to get the promotion, you want to do, if it's for you, you will get it. And just because sometimes you may not get it, that don't mean that it ain't for you. Sometimes you got to go in there and do some tweaking. Okay, what is this I need to do? That's it. That's all we have to do. So we have to be better. Stop holding other people responsible for the choices we make and really pull into ourselves, y'all. Because think about it, the minute you get into an argument with somebody, what they doing? Telling you all the things about you that they didn't like. Or telling you how jacked up you might be. Or your boss give you an evaluation, and next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, what is going on? Because I just got a good evaluation. You know what I mean? Like you gotta pour into you, pick you up, keep moving forward for you. And if you got some kids, be a better example because what's going on around here? I ain't gonna say these people are some trash, but you know what I'm saying. These people are some trash out here. Ain't a role model out here at first. Not for this generation, it ain't. So yeah, just be better, do better. Always try, do your best, keep your word. And remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you might need a little picker upper. You know what I mean? Somebody to give you a little picker upper. There's nothing wrong with that. But come on, y'all. We got to pull into ourselves more than we pulling into everybody else. You do not need a girlfriend to feel complete, and you do not need a man to feel complete. You do not need a Birkin to feel complete, and you don't need 50 acres in the mirror to feel complete. You have to feel complete within yourself. So remember the example that I gave earlier, okay? Be the energy you want to attract because you control your universe. Control your mind and you can control your universe. You can control the things around you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. That was nice. I had a great time with you guys tonight. And I wasn't even going to come on here. Look at that. See how it is? You got to press through. Ain't that what's in there said? You got to press through. Tomorrow is happy anniversary to us. Happy 7 year anniversary. Year 8 is starting. Woohoo! Okay. I done found a reason now and I have to celebrate. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to come down with something. I'm trying to come down with something. So continue to be great. Continue to be dope. Love yourself first. Don't expect anyone else to love you if you can't love you. Be responsible. Be careful. Strive for excellence. Damn, that's deep. I guess the only time you get to see who's really for you is when you get in a bad space with them. Yeah, come on now. Huh. You think I'm gonna tell you? You think I'm gonna tell you about yourself when I'm in a good mood? No, it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. But piss off somebody. It's gonna be bullets and baseballs. Okay. 8 is number for new beginnings. Oh my gosh, see, you about to get me started going on something else. Yes. So now that is so true. And I keep hearing that and that keeps coming to me too, where it's like This is new beginnings. This is new beginnings. This is new beginnings. And I'm excited. I don't know which direction the show is going. I stopped. I stopped trying to figure that out. I just show up. And that's all he told me to do. Just show up. So um I just keep showing up. I just keep creating. I just keep pushing forward because 8 is a great number. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is something. This is something. And I'm an Aquarius, and my business is a Capricorn. Candy Quarter Secrets is a Capricorn. So I'm just super excited. New beginnings. Happy anniversary to me. Happy anniversary to us. Without y'all, there would be no me. Thank you guys for the continued support. Shout outs to Sanera for being a part of my Patreon. Shout outs to Angelic for being a part of my Patreon. Arena, Latoya, um, Benita. Who else? Y'all? I'm trying to do y'all. I'm trying to do y'all. Fudd, Christopher. Shout outs to y'all. Who else? Kate Sowers. There's a few other people. Shout outs to y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of my Patreon. I have news content that I'm gonna be loading up there soon, um, from all like the behind the scenes and stuff when I do all the reviews and stuff. So thank y'all. Everything y'all do, it helps me to continue to create. It helps me to stay focused. It helps to get things done. And I appreciate y'all for sewing into me. I appreciate everybody who has um shared my show or anything like that, said some kind words. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all so much for just being here, for everybody who subscribed to the channel, who follow me on all the platforms. Oh, before I go, let me put that all right here so it can be in the comments too. Because I appreciate y'all. And this is something that I am doing with y'all. Like, I can't do it alone. And I'm just excited. I'm excited and I'm happy for us. You know, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Sometimes you gotta step your cookies up. Sometimes you gotta step your own game up. I'm always trying to figure out how I can outdo myself all the time. I appreciate you guys. So wait a minute, let me see. I don't want to do it like this. What is going on? Oh, maybe I gotta do it like this, y'all. Cause they be trying to give all the details. Okay. Anything else before we get out of here tonight? Anything else? Copy the link. It's thundering. Y'all notice that it's been raining the whole year? Am I the only one that noticed that? But it's been raining all freaking year. Boom. I just put it there. Did I say Latoya? Latoya. Shout out to Latoya for also being a part of the Patreon. Hold on. Let me see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. One last thing. But yeah, nothing else going on in your neck of the woods. Oh, thank you. We got 11 likes on YouTube tonight. Thank y'all. Y'all actually was clicking that like button. Okay, and I just put it there. That's the ooh, what is this? Ooh, close. Ooh, I'm putting it right here. I'm sorry. I put it on something else. So thank you guys. Thank y'all. I just put the Patreon there. Um, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that you guys do. And just for being here with me as I go through the motions and we get through it and we go through it together. So all of my links are there and I'm super excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys have a great night. You are amazing. Continue to be amazing. You matter too. No matter what's going on, no matter who's upset with you, no matter who feel like you should be doing this or you that, remember, you matter too. You matter too. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. That's what I be saying. I be running around here saying that. When it's something I gotta do, I'm like, I gotta put me first, Lucius. My homegirl be cracking up. So yes, go ahead, continue to be great, you guys. Put you first. There's nothing wrong with you. Um, there's nothing wrong with you putting you first and going after what you want in life. Remember, the possibilities are endless, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. Just believe. You believe it, you can achieve it. And I will see you guys next week.